Hello and welcome back. Happy weekend, everybody. This is Agent B13, and we are going to get into some Road to Glory action. How are you all doing this evening? I'm doing very well. It was a pretty productive week of work. I'm so glad it is Friday night to get back on Twitch and keep doing some WWE Supercard. I also want to go over very quickly as we get into this. There was some updates to Supercard over the week. A new game mode was introduced. Team Battleground. I just want to go over a quick recap of that. Long story short, I'm very impressed with it. I would have a couple minor tweaks, but we'll get into that shortly. Let's do some bouts. So I'm about halfway through No Way Jose. So we're about halfway through the hardened tier. It's looking good. With a couple of days left, I'm in pretty good standing. Hopefully everybody's road to glory is going well. I have managed to pick up a few new cards. You'll probably see on the overlay, I do have a new best most recent pull. It's not so much a pull, it's actually to do with the aforementioned Team Battleground. Our team conspirators did take part. We were able to fairly handily squash our competition, and because of that, and because we placed over, I think it was over 13,000 points, we actually got the Platinum Prize Pack, which is the highest prize tier for Team Battleground. So that was cool. Because I think it's based on whatever your team rank is, that determines the highest rarity of the prize packs you receive. And since we're Ultimate, the Platinum Pack comes with a guaranteed Ultimate card, which mine was the Brian Kendrick. Caleb, hey, welcome back. How you doing, buddy? Just going over a bit of the Team Battleground stuff. How did you find that? Were you able to participate? I'm doing very well, thank you. Happy it's the weekend, but it was a good week of work, so that's always good. You were able to... Okay, so you're going through with making a team there now. Okay. Well, hey, let us know the details in the chat, and I can certainly pump that in the stream. My pro Cesaro. I'm very happy to finally get him. I didn't think I was going to get him, actually, because there was a I don't remember. I don't know if it was a team event. It was one of the events, though, and Cesaro was one of the prizes. And I wasn't able to get it, and then I ended up getting two anyway. One because of the login, and I did earn another one as another reward somewhere else. So that was nice. I'm slowly creeping toward Ultimate tier. So close. Big thing right now is female superstars. If I can get some better female superstars, I'm going to be hitting Ultimate very, very soon. Team name Battleground number 2. Alright, perfect. Well, Caleb, I will do what I can to send people your way. If I don't have any spots open in Conspirators, I will see if they can join up with you. We'll have an alliance of sorts. We kind of talked about something similar to that in a previous stream. I'm still open to that suggestion. I'm actually hoping tonight, at the very least, I've got a couple hours. I am very tired today. But we got a couple hours. I'm hoping at the very least I can get through No Way Jose and get on to Gold Dust by the time I end the stream tonight. It's only 80 more points. I think we can do it. Search up your team. I will do so right after this bout is done. It'll be curious now to see if the playing field for Team Battleground is going to be a little bit more even now that that first wave of battles has transpired. Now everyone has a better idea of what the mode actually entails, and they'll be a little more prepared for it. Bailey fan for life. First of all, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. You're on 73 points Ultimate Cena. Very good. Keep it up. The only thing I do have to mention about Team Battleground that I will nitpick, and this is splitting hairs, I'm not necessarily an impatient person, but I do find that the phases are just, they're a little too long. If you've got a team that communicates very well, you don't need 24 hours to prep, you don't need 24 hours to attack, you certainly don't need 12 hours to collect your stuff. That last one, the claiming phase, that one really bugs me actually. That one really irks me. Just not exactly sure why it is that you can't just get your prizes and that's that. I don't know why the prize claiming in this is so different, that it goes to your mailbox and then you have to wait for any amount of time, let alone for 12 hours? That seems like a lot. You're looking to poach a Mania 33. Well, best of luck. I'm sure you guys will probably get it. Feel free to give a hot tag to the follow button here. We're not quite to that level, but keep tabs on us. You know, we're Conspirators is moving up. We're in Ultimate, so we're not too far off. Um, Close knit team. It's a lot of fun. We got a lot of good people. I I don't really have any other complaints about Team Battleground. I almost actually wonder if they're going to nerf it slightly. Just I don't know. I want to say it's too good to be true because man, I mean, you just luck out and you're paired with a team that just isn't ready, and just someone put them in there on a whim. You're pretty much guaranteed a card of your tier easily. I doubt most matches will be as simple as Conspirators' first Team Battleground was, uh, that only had about half the team really firing. That helped, but even then, we still just wiped the floor with anyone who was either participating or not. I don't think it's going to be like that every single time. I think you are going to see some matches that are much closer than that. Liam Lennox 12, hello, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. If you are partaking in the Road to Glory event, I hope it is going well for you. Finished RTG, very nice. Clearly, I still have a ways to go, but there's a couple days left. I'm hoping to at least be able to pick up the Ultimate card. But we'll grind it out. We'll see how far we get. Don't give up, Caleb. You'll get members. Don't worry. It's a process, trust me. That's really all you can do. Grind as much as you can. Do what you can when you can. I got these Liv Morgans in the deck just to get their GP trained up, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to take them out pretty soon. Just not cutting it anymore. Bailey fan for life, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that greatly. If you'd like to request a song, by the way, need to mention this more often, guys. You can request songs. The only thing I really ask, just try to keep whatever the content of the song is fairly PG. But use exclamation point song request and put in the easiest way is a link to the YouTube URL. If you have any songs you want to listen to, feel free to put it in. I don't really have any of the rules other than the PG thing. You can also song request by the name of the song, but it's kind of touch and go. I don't find it's as reliable. I'll tell you, there is nothing like sitting back after a good week of work, prepping for the weekend, just chilling, playing some Supercard, nice cold drink in hand. Which, by the way, drink responsibly, please. And only if you are of age. I'm not about that life. But if you are of age, and you can drink responsibly, please indulge. Okay, what do we got here? I would like one of those fancy little belt cards. No title shots. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just do this the hard way. Nothing better than weekend chill. You said it. The only thing more I could wish for is some sunshine, but apparently we're about to get about 6 straight days of rain, and we're probably all going to get flooded out. So I guess I'll just stay inside and play Supercard. 3 females from Battleground. Man, I wish I had your luck. I got the Ultimate Kendrick that you see on the screen, as well as an Elite Samoa Joe and an Elite Austin Aries, which I did not need because I already have a Pro Elite Aries. So he will be going directly in the Fusion pot. Oh, you got my Bay back at Mania 33? Seriously? Ah, I have to admit, I am a little bit jealous. Just in case anyone wanted / needed an example of how they can request a song, just take a look at the chat. I have done so myself. Feel free to do so also. Really give me a title shot right now. That'd be great. Let's just do that, shall we? Let's give. Come on, come on, come on. Seriously, I'm having no luck on these polls. What is my team's tier? We are about, last time I looked, we were about 2/3 to 3/4 through the base Ultimate tier. So we're about a quarter of a gauge away from Ultimate Plus. Oh, thank you very much. I've run this team since, let me think back, because I was on teams up until I created Conspirators. I believe I started Conspirators at a team tier of Epic. So we've gone from Epic to almost Ultimate Plus. And this would have been, we started around, I think, fall of last year, I want to say. So it's been a process. But I will say it's been an enjoyable process. There's been ups and downs, there's been politics. It's like any kind of a group setting. Everyone's got opinions and egos and attitudes to deal with. But it's been a journey, but it's been a good journey. A little while back, yeah. Check it. Yes, actually, I need to check out Caleb's team as well, but I'll check yours out right after. Um, if I don't forget again, I'll do it right after this fight. Yeah, I can dig that. Kind of the same reasoning why I went with mine. Just a matter of personal preference. You hear something, you like it. I can dig that. Okay. Come on now. Come on. Oh my. Okay. Alright, let's go look at some teams. Actually, first off, since we're going to be passing by this anyway, we'll take a quick look. So, yeah, I can't go into the details from here, but you can see the overview. Clearly, it was a bit of a landslide. So, at this point, I love Team Battleground. Um, but again, I don't think it's going to be that easy from here on out. Now that everyone's done Team BG once, everyone understands what it's all about. I think people are going to be a little bit more prepared for it. Teams. Search. So I'll look up Caleb's first. I believe I have this correctly. Yes, that appears to be it. So for anybody who sees this, if you're interested, currently there are 2 spots left on the team with Caleb's team. So get in contact with him or her. Get in contact with them. And Lone Wolves. Am I correct in assuming that this is the one that you're on? It's either that or it's this. Okay, it was that one. Okay, I got you. All right, well. I wondered, but my first instinct, of course, is to go through a team, and I'm looking for something that looks similar to the name that someone's using on the stream or something like that. Anything that looks similar. Okay, are they? Okay, no, it's not here. What about no? Okay, so which one? But I know a lot of times people use different names for different mediums. I'm just one of those crazy people that tries to use the same thing for friggin' everything. Do I have Twitter? Yes, I do. You can actually search me at the handle in the bottom left corner of the overlay, and I also have the URL, I believe, down in my information. It's at Agent B13 Gaming, and I would be ever so appreciative if you would give me a follow there as well. Actually, any of the socials, check out my personal information. I've got all my social media info down there. If you can follow / subscribe / like any of that stuff, I would be very, very appreciative. Especially the YouTube channel. I'm trying to hit 100 subscriptions for YouTube so I can do a custom URL. Because right now my YouTube link for my channel is terrible. It's like 2 lines worth of alphanumeric crap, and I hate it. So yeah, absolutely, you can send a picture of your team. Right on, my friend. Thank you ever so much. No, you gotta go. It's okay. It's okay. You can send DM, sure. Whatever works for you. I do have a Twitter client set up, so I can see specifically just the notifications of someone talking to me. So I'll see it no matter what way you end up sending it. save Cesaro here. I want to see if see, I'm trying to get the GPs trained up on Cesaro. I want to try to get as many double GP bouts as I can, just to speed that up. I hate grinding games played. It is easy, and it shouldn't feel that tedious, but it really does. Very nice, very nice. No, looks like a good team, dude. I can only hope at some point in the near future that conspirators will be in the same sort of position. It's not being helped by the fact that I cannot pull a title shot. Oh my. Oh. Oh, really? Okay. No, that's okay. That is fine. That's fine. No shortcuts here, apparently. Charlotte, Charlotte, Charlotte. There's another case of someone just not learning from their peers. Ah. For anybody who hasn't heard, I'm sure most of you have. Along with Paige now, apparently Charlotte has also had pictures and or videos leaked of them in fairly compromising positions. Look, if you're that much in the public eye, what? Okay, let me say it this way. In a perfect world, you should be able to have whatever you want for pictures on your phone, for videos on your phone. You can take whatever you want. You can put yourself naked or doing whatever. In a perfect world, you should be able to do that without fear of repercussion. You should. Should. That's not the world we live in, folks. That is not the world we're living in. Did you not pay any attention to what just happened to Paige not too long ago? Any attention at all? Oh man. And this is it's only a line right now, but it's very close to becoming a pattern. If someone else has photos leak in the next little while, I'm positive that there's someone within that company that is targeting the female superstars and intentionally trying to get this stuff out en masse. Because this is just a little bit too close between incidents for it to be a coincidence to me. But if it happens again, it's really going to be concrete at that point. With someone else, there were reports that Alexa Bliss had some photos that were leaked. Apparently those were bogus. Those ones were not real. However, the Charlotte ones apparently are very much the real deal. I can't wrap my head around it. Oh, hey, here's my contemporary. It just had all these incriminating photos of them naked and doing Lord knows what all. You know what? I'm going to leave those on my phone. I got stuff like that, but hey, I'm sure it's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Well, gee, I don't know. You tell me now. Now you know what the worst is that can happen. T2 aka Team 2. Joyous Jellyfish. Oh, so... Okay, so that's another team? There's the double GP. Love it. Ah, I understand. I see. Yeah, admittedly, I don't look at the top of the leaderboards for that stuff very often, just because I know that we're not even close. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to it. But I mean, hey, kudos to them. It all takes work. And if it means anything, it means they're putting in a whole lot of work. There's not a bad way to do it. There was talks on an earlier stream about someone setting up a second team for conspirators. Almost, I don't want to say a runoff team or an overflow team, but just where conspirators is almost always pretty much full. We don't ever seem to drop below 8 members at any one time. So spots are very few and far between. So it's hard for me to offer spots to people. But if we had a second team running that kind of ran parallel with conspirators, that would change things. So I am interested in that idea, and it's actually Caleb, I think, actually was the one who was suggesting it. I need to get back in touch with them to see if they still want to go through with that. I don't know if that's what they want to do with the team that they're setting up now or not. Or is our luck going to change here? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Well, the good news is we're only 50 away from finishing off No Way Jose. Never usually offers. Yeah. Well, I keep conspirators closed off by request only. For that reason. So we have minimum set up, which I'm going to need to update pretty soon. I'm going to have to put the minimum up to ultimate now. But basically, if someone doesn't at least meet the minimum tier requirement, it's not even considered. I don't make exceptions for that. Flair, you've probably seen in the stream, he can attest to that. But at the same time, he put in the work, and he got up to tier, and now he's very happily part of the team. I'm willing to give people a shot. I have absolutely no problem with that. But they just, like everybody else, they just got to help pull the piano. That's the only other thing, now that I think about it, the Team Battleground's kind of going to be not great for, is it's going to add, even though it's optional, teams are going to be pushing to do Battleground a lot. And that's going to put more stress on team members and even owners themselves to try to keep players playing at a frequent rate for that on top of team events. That's going to be an interesting dynamic to work with over the next little while. Okay, got people coming to you on Twitter. That hasn't happened to me yet, thankfully. Murderface, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Hope you're having a good Friday night. Just got off work an hour ago. Well, I can feel your pain. I've been off for a few hours, but man, did it ever feel good to walk out that door and know the weekend was starting. So to that, I lift my glass. Happy weekend, my friend. Oh, those are terrible. It really sucks when you have to just kind of slog through the day, and you'd like nothing more for it to be over. But yeah, it's better sometimes to be busy because it does help the time go by. I luckily had a fairly busy day today, so it didn't feel too bad. It went by fairly quickly. So I guess if you want to live vicariously through me, then the day did go by fairly fast. I know that's cold comfort, but at least you're here now. At least it's over. And maybe you can help evoke my first title shot of the stream. because that'd be just friggin' magical. If it, nope, nope, nothing. Okay. Still nothing. Okay. Just gonna step out for a quick second. Gonna be right back. Not gonna turn off the volume or anything. Just enjoy the updated standby layout. It looks very nice. Just gonna do a little something, and it's all good. You know, we'll be back in just a couple moments. In fact, I think we should be good right about now, but just in case. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, hey, my fusion's done. I need to get that going. Working my way back up the fusion chain. Fandango was my last ultimate. Not really what I wanted, but it's still an upgrade to some of my event decks, so I guess I'll deal with it. One more ultimate fusion that I could eventually pro. Head to bed. Well, thanks for stopping by, Liam. Hope to see you again in the chat. Maybe tomorrow night I will probably be on. So if you're around tomorrow night, hit me up. I will be here. Other than that, have a good night. Hey, yeah. Let's take you out of there. There we go. That's better. And we'll just have a quick commercial break. Alright, here we go. We're closing in. Slowly but surely. check my Cesaro pretty soon just to see what his GPs are at. See how close he is to being full. Fandango too. I think they're the only two males I'm working on right now. Female, I got the 2 lives. But yeah, I think they're gonna have to come out pretty soon. Ah, there's a title match, finally. That only took about an hour. Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. It feels like I had so many more GP on Cesaro than this. Wow. Okay. Still got a long ways to go. Well, while I'm here... There we go. That's better. Well, I think I can say with some confidence we are definitely going to get No Way Jose before the end of the stream. So that's good. That's some good progress. I really have to save the double GP bouts for Cesaro. Probably Fandango too. I'm probably not nearly as far into him as I thought I was. Yeah, again, just getting up in my business. Oh well, I'm still breezing through the plus fives, and it'll probably continue into at least most of Elite, if not all of it, hopefully. Yeah, I think those Liv Morgans are going to have to come out now. Starting to tread into territory where they're just not going to cut it. I don't even want to say it. I know if I say it, I'm not going to get one. Come on. Wow. Just wow. Alright, another quick word from our not paying sponsors. Oh, we're so close. So close to finishing off Jose. hello, Randy. Alright, well, there's the odd time that Liv Morgan still manages to hold her own. Hall, you're not what I wanted to see. You're not a title match. We're going to get there. We are going to get there. It's just going to take longer than I would like. But we're going to get there. goodness for liquid refreshment. Okay. Come on, Cat Daddy, let me play your game. There we go. Hey, welcome back to the stream, Claire. How we doing tonight? Back from hockey. Oh, okay, hope it went well. How's life? Life is good on a Friday night with a nice cold glass of malted, lightly hopped liquid refreshment. How about yourself? Oh dear, that is unfortunate. Uh, was it, okay, you had a good run. Yeah, it's always tough. But you just gotta pick yourself up and try the next time. Oh, no worries, dude. I will be here. actually just gonna check. Gonna check a couple things real quick. Just gonna switch scenes real brief. Still here. Just want to check on something really quickly. Okay. So we're only, oh shoot. So we're only 15 points away. I gotta dump some cards, but we should very soon be on Elite. Perfect. Actually, I was going to put it in toughness. Let's put it in power just to even out those stats a bit more. And then you eat the rest of the commons. Plus, let's clean out some of the rares. No worries. What was I saying earlier? What was I saying earlier? You were mentioning about the hockey game you came back from. I was basically just saying, based on that, it happens. It's part of the game, unfortunately. But you just got to pick yourself back up and try again the next time. Hopefully with a better result. Alright, now that we got some cards out of the way, let's get back into this. We are so close to finishing off. No way, Jose. And moving on to Gold Dust. Yeah, the team event was really good. Except for the poor, oh man, that poor dude who just. We'll see. We'll do one more. We'll do one more battleground. I think he understands the concept of it now. There's that too. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I could either this is gonna even itself out because there's no way that, like, I know we're active, I know we play pretty frequently and we're pretty much on the same page, but man, there's no way that these games can be that lopsided every time, or they're going to start nerfing the crap out of this game mode. Because that was a really easy ultimate. Really, really easy. Well, okay, now see, here's the thing. Now, they did mention there was an incident when they were working out at the gym. I am someone who is willing to give the benefit of the doubt. Before a lot of this stuff, they have been active. It's not that they hadn't been before. Had they not been, I'd be far less lenient. But I also mentioned that with Team Battleground, I don't know how much I want to factor in people playing there compared to playing actual team events that are scheduled by Cat Daddy, because we schedule Team Battleground ourselves, and I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. But long story short, I'm willing to get the benefit of the doubt. I would have liked a bit more notice, but we'll see what happens with the next Battleground. We'll probably start up tomorrow. It sounds like everyone's in agreement. Probably around 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll start up again. And between that, if that goes well enough, I've already mentioned minimums for the next team event. That's going to be pretty strict. I need people to hit that this time round. Things are a little bit up in the air, and I don't like that. I want to squash that as soon as possible. Usually everybody's very good about it, but a few people have been slacking a little. Well, no, okay. Let me take that back. They haven't been slacking. But they just haven't been hitting the potential that I know they can, because they've done it in the past. I don't want people to sink into a feeling of complacency. I do want us to keep improving, and I feel genuinely that everyone on the team wants to keep improving. So I need to be the one that is there to help motivate them to do just that. Well, now see, here's the thing with setting goals for Battleground as I see it after the first go round. Because you can only attack a certain amount of times, and players can only be attacked a certain amount of times, it's hard to set goals, because if we do that, if we set a minimum, everybody's going to be going after the top players on the other team. And immediately, once all those attacks are gone, anyone who's left over is immediately going to not be able to get as many points. That's my only concern with it. It's gonna be it's a different dynamic. The generals and I will have to keep an eye on it, figure out how we want to quantify anything besides people just literally being there and playing. Yeah, no doubt you killed it in Road to Glory. That's awesome, dude. If you can keep that up, that's going to be great. Oh, man, that Undertaker card looks so wicked. I love that. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, they're kind of on the cusp of things changing. It's gonna be up to the players. At the end of the day, I prefer to leave it up to them, and they'll know whether, like, my standards, my rules are very simple. So at the end of the day, most people are gonna know ahead of time if they're gonna get kicked. They know it. Yes, that was that. Yeah, I tried getting those. That didn't go too well for me. But yeah, I remember when they did that. How do we get general? Um, Honestly, I probably do things very differently from a lot of other owners. I basically have the generals in place right now just literally to do administrative stuff, just to keep records of who scored what, keep screenshots of the final results of team events, discuss, look for patterns. It honestly doesn't, to me, it doesn't give you any more benefit on the team than it would have just being an officer. And as far as officer goes, that to me is just a permanent member of the team, not on, I guess, what you could call a sort of probationary period. Because I don't like to make people officers right away before they at least get one, sometimes depending on the result, two events in before I make them permanent. Because at that point, I'm now saying, okay, you've done enough work, you've earned your spot on the team. You know, now, it's you're kind of you're given that benefit of the doubt much more quickly. Like if an officer and a member at different points were to give me the same reasoning as to why they weren't very active or participated very much in an event after the fact, I'm far more willing to give the benefit of the doubt to an officer because I've already watched them do their part in the past than I would to give that benefit to a member who hasn't proven themselves. Supreme Supercard player, hello, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday night. I hope you're having a good evening, good start to the weekend, and I hope you're having a good road to glory. All right, we are 10 points away from finishing off No Way Jose. We are so close, folks. We are so close. And I would love nothing more right now than to pull a title shot so we could just wrap this one up in the next bout. But we're not going to get that. So we're going to do two. That's okay. That's okay. Slow and steady. Tortoise in the hare and all that stuff. Haven't been playing much Road to Glory. Oh, okay, yeah, Battleground. Gotcha. Yeah, we finished ours up fairly early on, so now we're in the waiting phase, which is apparently 2/3 of the game mode. It seems like I do want to see them change that. It just seems really silly to me that the event from the time you hit start to the time, I would assume, I don't know yet because it hasn't finished, that the match, air quote, ends, you've claimed all your rewards and the claiming phase is done, that goes 2.5 days, but you only technically participate in the event if you go balls to the wall as soon as you're able to attack. You're probably only actually participating for 20 minutes. Like, that's a huge discrepancy. 20 minutes having to wait over 2.5 days between events? That really? That seems like a lot. Now maybe that's just me. No, I agree, Flair. It seems like it's way longer than it needs to be, and I don't understand why. Okay, King of the Ring goes for approximately 48 hours. The worst you have to wait at the end of that is the hour for the reset that happens after every match. then you can claim your reward and you move on with your life. And if you'd like to do King of the Ring again, then you go in and you do King of the Ring again. There's no waiting. You don't have to wait another 8 to 12 hours to go in and do King of the Ring again. SpongeBob for life, 1234. Hello and welcome. Happy weekend. How are you doing? But like I was saying, it doesn't make much sense to me that King of the Ring lasts for as long. You technically participate in it more because you're managing things more often, and you can get your rewards within an hour and then start playing again on a new King of the Ring. Why does Battleground take so long to turn back around, to start again? I hope it's something they address. I don't know if they're going to. If they do, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. I think they're going to just use this time to kind of test how well it's being A, received, and B, how well it's working on a technical level, and C, how it affects the balance of the game. And if they feel like it's basically spitting out too many good cards too easily. Because kind of like Flair was insinuating, we rolled our first team. It weren't even close, and it was literally about 20 minutes of work for an ultimate and 2 elites. I mean, that we're only in elite tier, so I would assume that if, as they said, rewards are based on tier, had we been Mania 33, that the platinum would have been a Mania 33 card, like for 20 minutes of work. Are you serious? That's that could be very that could break the game. The more I think about it. A Supreme Supercard. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Take a look at my personal information, or you can find some of them in my overlay, but I do have other social medias that I am a part of. Please, if you would, go follow me there and subscribe. I would be ever so grateful for your support. A lot of teams were affected by the rewards not showing up and had to wait for the pack to show up. Fortunately, that was not something that happened to us. But that's the first I've heard of it. That's interesting. Um, I wonder just how widespread that was and how many teams that affected. Faye Gwent, you're quiet. That's okay. Just wanted to say hello and welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Nobody needs to feel the need to talk. If you would just like to sit here and chill with me quietly, perhaps sipping on a nice refreshing drink similar to my own, that is totally cool. I totally get that life. In fact, I raise my glass to you, sir or madam. 5 hours into claim time. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, they're going to want to work on that then. That's... Oof. That's not cool. Well, I guess the silver lining is that even if people did have to wait, at least they did get their cards. There's that. If reports started coming in that they were waiting all this time and the packs were just blanks, or they just weren't showing up at all, that would be not cool. Not cool at all. All right, we're on the last bout for No Way Jose. Oh, hey, Trips. You are not a title match. Why are you here? Just go away. All right, one more quick ad, and we'll finish off No Way Jose. DJ Corn V2, I think I'm reading that correctly. Hello and welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good Friday night. We're just about to finish off the hardened tier No Way Jose, work our way into Elite. I hope your road to glory is going similarly, if not even more so, successful. Mine is going quite well. Considering I'm only just now getting into free time for me, because I do work Monday to Friday, and on top of having a family to take care of, the weekdays make it very difficult to play. So the fact that I'm already into, or going to be into Elite starting Saturday morning is just friggin' wonderful. I love it. Nice. Elite Natalia and Hardened Bliss for a pro. That's pretty awesome, man. It's looking like this might be a good way for people to start getting their hands on some extra female superstars, because it's like right now, state of the game as far as I'm concerned, it's like blood from a stone trying to get females to up your deck. It is not easy to get a good woman in your Supercard deck. Zahir, hello and welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope your road to glory, if you're participating, is going well. Yeah, see, now me, I've got the Maurice Fusion, but that's like a 1 in 6 chance that you're going to draw a female superstar. Summer Rae, Sasha Banks, and I think that's it for Elite. I think? No, sorry, Ember Moon that I got recently from the event. So I do have 4 elites, but just barely within the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Murderface's been here for a little while. He likes the shadows. That's cool, though. Oh, DJ, you just started May 1st. Well, welcome to the game. If you have any questions at all, myself or others in the chat, I'm sure would be more than happy to answer them for you. Yeah, Supreme, the Mania 33 pairs, they're very tempting looking, but it is going to take an awful lot of work to get there. But really, that's a good thing. It shouldn't be that easy to get a pair of the top tier cards. So I don't mind that too much. Yeah, that's something that they haven't specified. It just simply says pair. So I'm not sure if when you get the pair of them, it's it's more than double. I noticed the cost. So to me, that insinuates that it could be an actual pair of the same one that you could pro, but no one has specifically come out and actually said that. So until people start actually cracking open those pairs, um, it almost I almost hope that we get word back from some of the lower tier players who are cracking pairs of the lower tiered packs, because what's good for the goose, good for the gander. It's going to be the same whether it's Mania 33 or if it's hardened or what have you. So a pair of one is going to be the same as a pair for the other. So we'll know when people start cracking those packs open whether or not pairs are going to be, two of the same one, or if it literally just means a pair of this tier, which could be any card, male or female. Yeah, it was a good update. It's I would argue it's been one of the best updates they've had in recent memory, if not ever. Um, And that's, you're not even mentioning the update to the login bonus, which is a huge one for me. All of a sudden, I usually max out the logins anyway, but wow, they've really increased the incentive to make sure you log on every day, at least for 28 days out of the month. Um, that's, oh, there we go. No way is done. Hello, Goldie. How about a title shot in commemoration of finishing off Hardened? How about a title shot? Title? Title? No title? Okay, no title. Alright then. Well, let's get to work on Gold Dust then. There we go. That's the last thing we need. Now, one thing I'm wondering though, because this happens in real life, and for anyone who's out of school and pays taxes, you'll understand what I'm saying here. The law of inflation. I'm wondering if Cat Daddy is going to institute it. Because if they start throwing out credits like they are in the login bonuses, if they're going to start spitting that stuff out for free, I gotta wonder if they're going to jack up the prices of packs. Not right away, because right now it's not going to make a huge difference right now for how many credits people are going to get from the login bonus, but they know it's coming, and they know there are people out there who are going to hoard those credits. Maybe they feel like it's a slow enough trickle that it's okay, and they'll keep it the same. But I wouldn't be surprised if even just a little bit that they raise the price up, even just between, depending on the tier of pack, anywhere between, 1 to 500, 6, 750, just to compensate for the extra credits going out, because at the end of the day, they still want you to spend money. That's they only get paid if we send them money. Uh, I I would argue that fact only insofar as I've seen people drop a lot of money on this game buying packs. I remember the early Facebook posts of when Season 3 was starting and people were getting into the newest high tier packs for Ultimate cards, and seeing like massive numbers of packs being bought, and thinking to myself that they just dropped like over $200 in 5 minutes. Holy crap. Now, I know the ad glitches is a thing, uh, but not everyone uses it, one. And two, the amount that comes in from that it's not as much as you would think. Because it's basically the same as monetizing a YouTube channel. And ask anybody who's got monetization on the YouTube channel. It's a smaller percentage, yes, I realize that. But it is still a slow trickle. Now, you do have probably in the six-figure number of players playing the game. But for a company that's got as much money going out as they would have, paying their staff, creating new content, checks and balances, I still have a feeling they make more money off people buying packs, but only because of the really crazy people out there that literally pay to win this game. Like, I would love to see how much money comes out of the top 10 teams. Yeah, I noticed that was happening there. David, thank you very much for the follow and for kind of cleaning that up a little bit. I need to, yeah, I need to fool around with that a little bit. If it goes any smaller, it gets a little bit hard to read. So it does bleed into the center of my screen a little bit if the name is exceptionally long, which is unfortunate, but doesn't happen very often. And there, so the banners for following should be fixed there too. I had forgotten I had just put Kendrick in there tonight. He was on a higher layer than the follower, so that should now be fixed. Okay, and I think that should fix the upper left corner as well. Drone, hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Flair, the only thing I'll say about that is that is a bit too intimate team business that I'm willing to talk about on the stream. There are other avenues of conversation that we have that you could talk to me about that. I'm not willing to discuss that here. It's all right. I'm just not willing to talk about it here. How about we get that title match game going? Let's go! Let's go! Give me a title match! Oh, you're funny. You think you're real funny. Yeah, okay. Alright then. Okay, so that live is done. As far as level goes. that should last for a while. Yeah, I think the Liv Morgans are going to have to come out. I don't think I can pull any punches at this point. Okay, we're starting to claw away now. We're starting to come away a little bit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Ring Dom as well now that we're in Ultimate, knowing that that's where we're going to start. I'm very pleased about that. The Ultimate and Elite feels a lot better to me than Elite and Hardened, because we were so far into Elite for the longest time that Hardened just didn't help us at all. Yeah, a female at Elite would be great. I would be all for that. I'm hoping we can get enough people pulling the piano early on so that before night really hits and people are going to bed, that we can finish off that first card, because we've had trouble in the past with trying to tear down quickly for the next card and it just not working. There's too many people are still asleep, or when they got up we hadn't finished yet, so they go to work, and by the time they can get back to their phone to actually try to tear down, it's people have been waiting, and it just hasn't been a good scene. I'm hoping we can kind of streamline that, starting with the next Team Ringdom. Okay, what do we got? One day, yes, we will be a Mania 33 team. It will happen. Now, that's not to say that by the time we get there, they do Season 4 and there's like 5 more tiers to go through, but we will get there. So here's how I know I'm tired and I'm ready for the weekend to start. I go to the trouble to add Brian Kendrick to my latest reward. Pretty sure he's not in my deck right now. I'm pretty sure I didn't add him to my Road to Glory, because I've just noticed that I haven't been seeing him. And it's probably because he's not in there. So we'll fix that after this match is done.